Alright, so to start off with this look, I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. So I'm going to use this one all over the skin, and with no brush at all, I'm just going to actually use it with my fingers. I really wanted to try this one. I've heard a lot of good things about it. There we go. I really like it. Good job, e.l.f. For actually makeup, I'm going in with the Maybelline. And this one is the Dream Velvet. And I'm going to be using Sandy Beige on me. And this one, it was a medium to full coverage. And so far, so good. I've never tried it, so I really like it actually. For under eye concealer, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Conceal, and I'm going to be using the shade Too Light. And with this concealer, it is more on the full coverage side. I'm just going to take a little bit more right into my jawline. So as you can see here, you see underneath the eye gives a nice highlight, and then along the jawline it gives a little bit more of a highlight. So in between you almost have this natural contour. Very, very impressed. Next, I'm going to top it off to make the skin a little bit more on the matte side and to make it just so it wears all day and finishes the makeup. I'm going in with the Maybelline. This is the Master Fix. Not giving any color, it's just going to set the skin. So I'm just going to put a little bit here into the powder lid. So I'm just using it to set my under eye and as well as the entire face. Just makes the skin really matte. I like it. Time to move on to the eyes. So I'm going to be going in first with my eyebrow. So I'm going to be trying two different products on my brow. So I grabbed the Loreal here, and this is going to be the Brow Stylist powder, and I liked it because it actually comes with a tweezer, it comes with a little mini spoolie, and it comes with a brush to apply it. And this one was for dark brunettes. He had another one for blondes. So this is the Brow Stylist Prep and Pro Kit. So one's actually a cream and the other is the powder to set. So I'll just go in with the powder first. I'm just going to go in with the gel side. So if you have any stubborn eyebrow hairs, in that same palette, you can kind of push the eyebrow hairs down with the wax side. So as you see here, there's powder on one side and then the wax on the other. So I like my brows a little bit more defined. That's why I always go back in with a pencil. Sometimes the powder doesn't always give you that full defined look. I'm using the shade in Deep Brown. I'm just going to go in a little bit sharper underneath the brow, just so it gets a little bit more defined. So I first went in with the powder so it gets more of a fullness, and then I go back in with the pencil to make it more sharp. Okay, so once you get them darkened how you want, I always go back in because this looks crazy. So I just go back in and lighten it up just to make it even more natural. So moving on to my eyes, I'm going to be going in with an eye primer first. So the one I'm using is the NYX, and this is the eyeshadow base. And the color I grabbed in it is just called Skintone. So this is the color here. So this one, since it is my skin tone, I did go all the way up to the brow. Sometimes with some colors, if it doesn't match your skin tone exactly, I normally stop at the lid and kind of lightly blend up into the crease and kind of leave my brow area alone. But since this one is actually really my skin tone, I just put it all the way up to the brow. So this is another one that I've always seen in the drugstores, but I never actually picked it up. So this one is the Loreal Nude palette. So it has 10 shades total. To always apply in the crease, I use a fluffy brush. So I grab, as you look at the palette, I'll grab one that looks a little bit more on the nude side. And of course, I like to stay on the matte. And I'm going to start and just keep applying right into or above my crease. So I'll do like little circular motions until you get it just right, of the right shade. And I really like it. It has really nice pigment. It's applying really nicely onto the lid. So I'm just going to use a little bit smaller, same like tapered brush here. First I'll go in with this guy. Go right into the crease. Very nice. And to blend it back in together, I'm going back in with that fluffy brush, and we're just going to go right above it just to blend those two colors in together. I do want it a little bit darker on the outer corners, so I'm going in with this darker shade here with the fluffier brush, so I want it to be a little bit more smoked out in the outer corner. So stay in the outer corner, push it into your crease so you can kind of see. You just push right in. And as the more you lose product off of the brush, you can work your way to the inner corner. So there's that. They blend really, really nice. I like these. So for my lid, I'm going to use more of like a shimmer sheen. So it makes the lid really pop. So when you use that, it's going to bring the lid and open your eye a lot more. So the color I'm going to grab is this champagne color. So again, I'm just going to pack on the eyeshadow. Just keep packing it on so you can get the pigment really, really nice onto the lid. So I'm going to cut it quite nice. So I'm just going to make it a clean line into the crease here. And then I'll go back in with my fluffy brush and blend it out. See how much more it makes the eye open just with adding the lighter shade onto the lid? So to finish off this eye look, I'm going in with another tapered brush. So I'm going to go really nice and tight. And the color I'm using is the lightest shade in this palette. And I'm just going to take it right into the brow underneath. I like it. So I'm going to get that little outer corner a little bit darker. So this would be considered shade 8. So I'm using this a little bit more. It's all about blending, so I always go back and forth between either eye so they blend exactly how I want it. I'm going to go on to eyeliner. So this one is completely new. I haven't seen any reviews, but when I went into the store and I was looking at all the different types of eyeliner, I wanted one that was long wearing, one that was really dark black, because I hate when they either flake or they're very dull looking. So I went to all these different ones, and the one I found was the Physicians Formula, and this is Ultra Black. So it's an eye boost. And another cool thing about this one is it has a little bit of serum inside, so it makes your eyelashes grow. It comes, and it's actually a brush applicator. I'm kind of excited about this one. So I'm just going to shake it up here. And I'm going to start right in the center of the lid and then work my way out. So I'm going to go from the outer corner of my eye to my eyebrow. So I'm going to make a line here. And as you have the line out, connect them together. It applies really nice. Very easy. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and do the other eye. Okay, so for this eyeliner, I give it a huge thumbs up. It was super easy to apply. It's really jet black. I strongly recommend it. So moving on to mascara. The one I'm going to be trying is the Maybelline, and this is Falsie's Push Up Angel. The brush is going to be like a curved wand, and it has the little spikes on the top. I think because I'm so used to like volumizing mascara that just goes va va boom with like one coat. With this one, I noticed that you do have to put quite a few coats on in order to get the volume that you want. Would I go rush out to buy that one again? Probably not, but it's not horrible. So for underneath the bottom of my eye, I'm just going to go back in with these two shades here and get my drop shadow. It's kind of funny on the bottom. I want a more like funky. So I'm going to actually go back in with that liquid liner And you can go in and do like little mini dots all the way across. And it kind of makes them a little bit more full. But I'm just doing little tiny dots up between both eyes. It just makes the bottom lashes, as you can see, more full, more kind of like separated and fun looking. Moving on to bronzer. So I'm going to be going in with the NYX, and this one is in medium. It's a matte bronzer. The pigment is very good. So I'm just getting it everywhere that I need or want bronzer anyway. My forehead is giant, so I go back and contour it a little bit more, add bronzer at the top. So I like to put some underneath my jawline. Gives me a more sculpted face. And blend them out. And down and around. So I like to go, since my face is a little wide, I like to go on the sides to make it a little bit more thinner. So I go on the tops for my face. I like my forehead a little bit smaller. If you have a small forehead, completely void out, unless you absolutely have to add bronzer, but it minimizes the forehead. So I go at it right on my cheeks, and then I go back and add it on the sides just to give me a thinner appearance on my face. So I'm going to go right on the sides of my nose. Right on the bottom here. So moving on to my highlighter, I'm going in with the Physicians Formula, and this one is going to be the Mineral Glow Pearls. Isn't it pretty? Has a little pearl in the center here. And this one is going to be in Translucent Pearl. So I like to really dive into this, and I'm just going to go back and forth. Let's see how this is. So I'm going to go right on the tops of my cheekbones. So I'm just going to go back and forth. We are glowing. We are glowing, glowing. Let's just add a little bit on my nose. Make it pop. And we'll just go crazy on the lip. I'm going to be going in with the Melani blush. So this one is the Romantic Rose. It's this really nice, really pretty color. So it's going to be in this nice plum rose. No shimmer, it's pretty matte. But let's go ahead and try this out. So the pigment's actually really nice on this one. I really like this. I'm obsessed. So the lip liner I use, I'm already familiar with these. I absolutely love them. It's going to be the Rimmel, and this one is called Obsession. So they go on really smooth. They're very long wearing. I have not tried this yet. This is the Melani. This is the new lip stains. So I grabbed this beautiful wine. It's really nice and rich. Oh, it smells so delicious. Oh. It's gonna be in shade Sugar, which is shade 20. Okay, so for this lip, I absolutely hate it. I love, love, love the lipsticks that they have, but as far as the matte lipsticks, just X that one out. I don't like that at all. It's very, very cracky, and it's just like flaking off like crazy. And I haven't even had it on for 2 seconds. No boy, no, no, no. Okay, just that one's gonna go in the trash. But see, look. That stinks. It smelled so good. But we can't like the lipstick because of the smell. Boo. To finish off this total look, I saw these and I haven't seen them before. So this is the Ardell. I always like to go like, of course, the Whispies, and they're just my go-to, like just toss on some Whispies and we're good to go. If you look on the ends of the Whispies here, they're a lot more full than the actual Whispies. So these are, I don't know if you can see on the packaging, but this is what the regular Whispies look like. They added more individual lashes on the outer corners. So I'm really excited to try these. Ooh, I like. Okay. I would go back and get more pairs, but this was the last one at the location by me. But I strongly recommend these. These are really, really pretty. Betty and Prada.